Still May 8th, 2022. Actually, it's 5 p.m. here in Alabama. It's 1 a.m. Russia time. So the countdown begins, you know. It's the day they're going to launch the nukes. We've been hearing about it for a while now. A lot of the channels on here have been preaching that something big's going to happen on May 9th. Some of the news channels, some of the intelligence has. Now, if you've been paying attention to some of the news, our government's kind of walked it back now, saying, well, no, they're not going to do anything, you know. But guys, the countdown's begun. I firmly don't believe they're going to do anything today other than have their parade. I don't think they're going to declare war, all-out war on everybody. You know, I may be wrong on it. And if I am, I'll be the first on here to admit it. You know, we're hearing that they're going to intensify the attacks in Ukraine. They're going to use, tactical nukes because it's Victory Day. And this stuff just doesn't make sense to me, why someone would say something like that. It makes absolutely no sense why they would just say, okay, well, it would be like us saying one of our holidays, you know, it's very special to us, but we're going to do something on that day to another country. Our intelligence has been wrong about this whole war over there. But I will say, what did Russia say? If you keep sending stuff over here, you keep interfering, you're going to basically have hell to pay, is what they said. You hear the phrase poking the bear, poking the bear. What this is a proxy war. We are fighting Russia with our equipment through another country. Our equipment money's backing it. So technically, we're fighting Russia without boots on the ground. I still think we have boots on the ground over there. We definitely got CIA over there somewhere. There's no way we don't have. Guys, this May 9th, if we've heard about over and over and over. Well, the countdown started. May 9th's been an hour now over there in Russia. So 23 more hours. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they launch a nuke over there. You know, I don't have any thoughts on them ever launching a nuke over here towards us on May 9th. I don't see them using a tactical nuke in Ukraine either. It could happen, and if I'm wrong, I'll come on here and say, well, I was wrong. But guys, you know, what's y'all's thoughts on this? Do you think these dates they just keep giving out all the time, do you think it's to keep panic going or fear going that something's going to happen? Or do you think they're just pulling these dates out their butt and throwing them up in the air saying, well, let's use this date? You know, it makes no sense. This whole war over there makes no sense. You know, we're going to get drawn into it eventually. I've said that. And it looks like we're going to be drawn into it quicker than what I thought. I mean, we're sending all kind of stuff over there. All kinds. And Russia continuously says, stay out of our business. You know, we're technically fighting this war, whether you want to admit it or not. We're fighting it. It's their soldiers, but our equipment. So we're involved in it, whether you want to admit it or not. Look at what the sanctions did. It did a little bit of damage to them there for a little bit, but who did it hurt worse? Us, USA. All right, we're talking about sanctioning China. You do realize that probably 80 to 90% of the things that you can see right now looking around comes from China? We're not going to sanction them. No. You know, we're not going to sanction their imports or none of that, because China could destroy the United States without even firing a shot. If they just sat back and said, hey, we're not sending you nothing no more. Would it hurt their economy to do that? Yes, it would. But if they wanted to, they could do that, and you would see us scrambling like crazy trying to get stuff. We hear all the time, we need to be made in America, everything made in America. We do. We need to do our own thing here. The problem is your iPhones, your Androids, your TVs. If that stuff was made here in America, let's just use the iPhone and say it's $1,000. I know they're more than that sometimes, but let's just say $1,000. If that phone was made here in America, 100% in America, with the labor rates and the pay and all that, that iPhone would cost you probably $5,000, $7,000, $8,000. TVs would cost you, you know, TVs are actually reasonable now if you want one. They would be multiple thousands of dollars. We need to figure out a way to make things in America, but yet make it affordable for the citizens. If we made everything in America, what do you think they would do with it? They would export majority of it. They would, because they'd get money for it, more money for it. This is a lose-lose situation. We are so far in the hole in debt. If we look at your hamburger joints now, like your McDonald's and Taco Bell's and Hardee's and all that. Look at how much they went up in price because they had to raise pay, and instead of cutting out of their profits, what do? They just add to someone else. You know, here, we're going to add it to the customer. It's crazy the way things are right now. Guys, you know, countdown's begun. Let's see what happens today. What's your thought? Do you think we wake up in the morning and a nuclear warhead's been launched over there somewhere? Because I can guarantee you we wouldn't know about it if they launched it here until after it hit, or right at the point of it hitting, because they wouldn't want to cause a panic and mass chaos here in the United States. But I don't see Russia launching a nuke towards us. I don't see them using a thermonuclear, you know, none of that. Tactical nukes are nothing over there right now on May 9th. I don't know how someone come up with this date. You know, because it's a holiday, they think they're just going to go crazy over there, you know. We'll see at the end of the day tomorrow. So, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like or dislike, you know, the video, comment below. I like hearing from y'all. I read every comment. The more interaction I have with y'all, the higher up in analytics I go. Feel free to share the videos. Sorry about that sneeze you heard a minute ago. I had one of my stepsons out in the garden making them work a rake and stuff out there. I guess he got a little allergies going. He don't get outside much, but let's try to get let's see what happens today. I think I'm going to be right that nothing's going to happen major over there. There's not going to be a thermonuclear war or none of that started, or chemical attacks or whatever. Please subscribe to the channel. Have a good day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone, and get out there and get prepared, and always be prepared.